Hey guys, Joel here, Grey Wolf TV, back with our episodes to Fringe, almost at the end of season 2. This is episode 21. I'm not going to do a recap of the last episode of episode 20 because it was a very unusual, quirky episode, not really to do with the main storyline, but was very cleverly written and was focused around a fabricated story of Walter's while he was high. Told to the niece Ella. So we're just going to move straight on to episode 21 and find out what happens. So sit back and relax and we'll see if we find out where Peter has gone and who this person was who came over from the other side.
So how long are you here for?
Well, I was just planning on the one night. Passing through.
Okay, Peter from Boston. I'll burn you one.
I'm staying at the Drake's Bay Motel.
God, when you used to still burn CDs. Oh, come on. What?
Your room's got a bed, you know.
Did a pretty girl happen to drop by here?
No.
Hello? Krista?
Uh-oh. You know he's gonna turn around.
Were you a customer here last night?
I was?
Do you remember your waitress?
Krista, sure. Why, had something happened to her? Yeah, we made plans, and she never showed up. She was gonna meet me at my motel, the Drake's Bay, but I just fell asleep in the lobby.
You might have been... Oh my God, Newton's here. Oh, Christ. I think that's her.
Oh my God.
Poor kid.
What's your coroner says the victim had some sort of operation done to her. A piece of her skull cut out. Over.
I was listening to your radio. They said that she had a piece of her skull cut out. Is she missing a part of her brain? I know that that's a weird question, but you need to ask the coroner whether she's missing a piece of her temporal lobe.
What exactly is a civilian consultant?
My area of expertise is weird.
What do you mean,
Yeah.
difficult to explain?
No, I mean the strange, the inexplicable.
You knew that they took her
Temporal lobe.
temporal lobe because it's like a case you worked on before?
Exactly. We were never able to catch those responsible.
So that's why you're out here. You're tracking them down?
But I think that they may be tracking me down. I think they killed Krista to find me.
By taking her brain?
It's possible that they needed details about me she didn't know she had.
I'm sorry, I'm not following.
You're not gonna.
I stumbled into an investigation and I offered them my services.
We'll ask them to extend you every courtesy.
Thank you. Listen.
I don't want you to tell Walter where I am.
In fact, I don't even want you to tell him that we spoke.
If you owe me anything, you owe me that. The temporal lobe is responsible for memory. So think of the brain as the greatest recording device ever created. So what I said, what I was wearing, what time it was, where I was staying.
You know, you say that there are people out there cutting people's brains out to find you, and you're smiling.
Look, they may have found me, but now that I know that they're here for sure, I found them too. And now we're gonna catch them.
What are you talking about?
Just now, I got one of those phone calls. They know where I'm staying. And I only told you.
I didn't...
Ask your partner.
That's what I'm calling about, Peter. Ferguson's disappeared.
These people can pull memories out of brain tissue. You think they can't make a couple of calls disappear? I can do that. People have been doing that since the 70s.
With the exception of who you are, I haven't been able to verify anything you've said to me. It's all either classified or it's incredible. I'm calling the Bureau.
But your partner did disappear. And I did talk to Krista. And I did get those phone calls.
Test him, bro, mate.
Potassium bromate! This supermarket is trying to kill us! You! Potassium bromate, do you know what that is?
Are you okay, sir?
It is known to induce renal cell tumors, mesotheliomas of the peritoneum.
Can I call someone for you?
Call someone. You know what you're putting into our bodies? Death! Delicious strawberry flavored death!
Ah, poor Walter. He's just not coping.
I wasn't expecting guests. What am I going to do? Call you every time I run out of pudding pops?
Yes, if you need them.
I need to learn to care for myself. They'll send me back to the hospital, won't they?
I won't let that happen.
No.
Thank you. I do need pudding pops.
Isn't it protocol for him to call in once he gets here?
Well, sometimes he doesn't do that.
No.
Peter!
Mathis.
What did you see?
I saw Newton and one other guy. You didn't see him too? They came running right past you.
What's wrong? What the hell are you doing, Bishop? Put down that gun.
Who are you? In the morgue, you dropped something. Who gave it to you?
What is wrong with you?
Answer the question!
My pen? It was a gift from Ferguson.
Why is there blood on your jacket?
Yeah.
There is blood on my jacket because there is blood on my wrist, which I got when I fell running.
I need to know that your blood was still red.
Yeah.
What other color would it be?
Silver.
Make themselves look like other people?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's a technology unlike anything you've seen before.
I mean, I am wondering right now if you are not completely off your rocker.
Sheriff, victim's a white female. She has part of her skull missing.
Oh. Another one.
I don't recognize this girl.
No.
Never seen her before?
No, I've never seen her before.
I don't think so.
What about the Mosser Brothers gas station out on Route 202? I filled up there on the way into town.
Her pickup's a diesel, and I don't think Mosser's carries
Fine.
diesel.
What about the Drake's Bay Motel? Would you ever go there for any reason?
Peter.
What's this about?
She is grieving, and you are not getting anywhere. What color was Gwen's truck?
Tan brown. Okay, so this girl pulls over her truck, rolls down the window, and then opens up the glove box. You tell me, why would she do that?
Copper.
She got pulled over by a cop.
Or someone pretending to be a cop, or Bill.
He's concerned about being sent back to St. Clair's.
Will he be able to function if Peter doesn't come back?
I don't know.
I'm sure that Peter will come back.
Was taken much farther out of town, almost on the other side of the county. Her adrenaline spikes were 57 minutes apart. Again, factoring 45 miles per hour.
Ah, right. Yeah, so it's going to be in between those two circles.
That's our kill zone. It's not easy to move an operating room. Much simpler to just bring the victims to a specified location, someplace out of the way.
Like an old dairy farm? Your old dairy
Listen.
farm up the hill. Could there be people up there?
People? Yeah, you get up there often?
No, not much since we shut it down.
Need any help with the search? I think it's best if you stay here.
Let me get you the keys.
Sure.
The CDs on the shelf. I just spotted them. Motherfucker.
Who are you? Where's Newton?
Peter, stop!
The girls, I wanted to be close to them. I just couldn't stop.
Where is he? Where's Ferguson? What did you do to him?
Oh shit. Is he still alive?
He's still breathing, thank God.
It's just ink. There's no incision here. I'm gonna go call an ambulance.
Whatever your experiences are, whatever you can't or won't tell me about, I think you're looking for meaning in things that have no meaning.
I don't know who I am anymore.
He's got that girl's CD. Oh,
Peter.
I wasn't expecting that.
Mr. Secretary. Hello, son.
Shut the front door. Okay, mind blown. It's Walternate. Is that what he called him? Walternate? I think that's what he called him. Oh my God, why didn't I realise that's who it was? He's the secretary? So he's the person who came over. Okay, let me think about this. I'm confused. Does he know that this Peter is his son? I don't know. Right, first of all, that was actually quite a good episode. And I was trying to work out towards the end of that what the hell was going on, because that last girl that got murdered seemed to have no connection with any of this, because up until that point it all seemed to be connected with Newton and him trying to track and find Peter. And then we find out it was just a normal murderer who was trying to get close to young girls. And obviously her partner had gotten wind of who it was and he'd kidnapped him and just tied him up in the barn, but thankfully hadn't done anything to him. The awkwardness of how all of this panned out, I think, is what has made Peter realise that the place he belongs is where he was. Even just something like this, where you're like, he's used to investigating these cases with Olivia and Walter, and he just steps away from it for the first time, and within 1 or 2 days he's involved with something else, with what turned out to be a normal murder, but he don't know that at that point. And he's trying to explain to somebody else in an authority capacity, like a small town sheriff, what he think might be going on, and you sound like a crazy person. You sound like you are just lifting stuff out of a science fiction novel. Because they investigate stuff that the rest of the world has no idea, that they're going about living their normal daily lives that you lot are protecting them from, because they wouldn't believe it even if you tell them, and she couldn't believe most of what he was telling her either. And I think it made him realise possibly that the right place he needs to be is to go home where he was, even though he said, I'm not quite sure who I am anymore. I'm presuming Olivia's saying there at the end, I've found Peter, that is, he's called them and said, yeah, this is where I am, come and get me. But here's me waffling on as that music was playing at the end, because he was listening to the CD that girl had made him. And then Newton turns up. And it scared the crap out of me, because I wasn't expecting it, because he had his headphones on and I was talking, because I thought the episode was actually going to end there. And then he jumped into shot. So Newton was around and was trying to locate Peter, because the secretary was here and was waiting to come and speak to Peter. Right. So what the hell's going to happen now? I have no idea what's going to happen now, but I'm excited to find out in the next episode where that is going to take us, because the fact that them two have just turned up in his hotel room now, that's probably going to mean when Olivia and Walter turn up, Peter's probably not going to be there, because they're going to take him. You don't think they're going to try and take him back over the other side? Possibly. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Right. I think that'll do, because I've noticed that we have 2 episodes left of the season, and it's a 2-part double episode. So I'm going to let the story finish off telling me the end of the season, and we'll do it all then, because obviously it's building to a crescendo here, especially with that just happening at the end of this episode. It was awful to see Walter basically going to pieces in this episode as well. They only showed 2 or 3 little small clips of it, like him in the supermarket, and then when Olivia and Astrid went round to the house and saw it in a complete state of disarray and him not taking care of himself. That was awful. But hopefully we don't have to worry about that. Hopefully things will work out. We'll just have to wait and see. Right, that will do. I will be back for the 2-part finale in the next few days, at least the first part of it anyway. So that was episode 21. I will be back with episode 22 very soon. Till then, guys, please post your comments down below. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to turn notifications on and subscribe while you're at it. And I will see you for the next episode soon. Until then, guys, thanks very much for watching. Take care.